Quarterback, wingman. The Warriors. One bite at a time. Quarterback, wingman. The Warriors.
One bite at a time.
Quarterback, wingman. The Warriors. Quarterback, wingman. The Warriors. Quarterback, wingman. The Warriors.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out will be the three-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 29, the dynamic Steve Young.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. Takes it to the 26, just a one-yard gain.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken around the 12. On the return, here comes Evans. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. On first down, it's Austin. 20, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there, 42 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And he is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Steve Young. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lewis between the tackles. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Roddy Hickman there charging in from the secondary to drop it. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Fielded just inside the 20.
On the return, here comes Evans.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
CeeDee Lamb.
75 yards.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Picked off by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Aubrey now for the point after.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number three. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
On the return, here comes Evans. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number three. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people...
And got his man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. T.J. Hockenson, 97 yards.
And the Eagles open the lead up to 34-0. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
James Cook,
an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Ronnie Hickman picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24.
On the return, here comes Evans.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 5.
Now Young. Now he's forced out left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do it much better.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And the pressure gets to him again. Nolan Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Young working out of the gun. They still can't get it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of...
He's got a man complete. Julio Jones all alone. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And, Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They go play action here. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. They send the tight end in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Another carry for him. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a... Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
First down of the game for James Cook. Juke the defender. There he goes, right sideline. Into the red zone. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one doesn't make it into the landing zone. It comes down shy of the 20, and by the new rules this year, that means the ball is going to be placed at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on first. Looking right, and he finds him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on first down. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have second down and 5. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's the give on third. Oh, the football's loose. And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Jukes one defender. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles facing 2nd and 5. From the 41. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Great, set. Crowd left, Yeti.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Able to find Jones. Brushes him off with ease. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Great.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Has the connection to Jones. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got it at the 24. New series coming up following the punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Hurts now from the gun. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hey, 73. Go Silver, ready?
He'll throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I, the call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. This return starts at the 5. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff.
Automatic 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send a man in motion. Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Let's go.
Motioning the tight end now.
Ready.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's on the move, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Good, set.
Cook trying this one up the gut. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Hurts setting up to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles blowing them out now, 34-zip. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Saints offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, set.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Okay, ready. Ready, let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our third quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Saints ball as we start the fourth, but any efforts might just be futile facing that deficit.
Ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the 38. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
No touch that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
No touch.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Makes it. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing now, off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Saints just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Trying again following the sack. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Hey, check.
Dropping back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Their punter making his way out now. Jack Fox will kick it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Secures this at the 17. Escapes a defender. They can't stop him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey. Ready, set. Crowd, let's get it.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
He's trying to go deep again. Big gain downfield. The 30. Gets the 10. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking for a throw here. Chased out to his right. Broke. Oh, he breaks another tackle. Uh-oh, lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. And here I was just moments ago, Brock, thinking this dude is going to be impossible to stop. Bowling through defenders, which makes them forcing that fumble all the more impressive.
Yeah, you never want to tell your guys to stop fighting through tackles because he is, to your point, Kate, so good at it.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. To throw it on 1st down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now, it's an interception that turns the ball over. Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at... And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's over.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. Past midfield to the 45. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Eagles will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Set to go now on first and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him. He's able to bring him down for a loss.
So fourth down, and the Aussie, Torrey Taylor, on to kick it away. This is taken at the 25. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. We are through 1. It's the Eagles. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And open downfield, it's Johnson. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 92 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts, 1st and 10. Oh, a loose football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins,
and he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know.
And he will score. James Cook, touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Henry. Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on 3rd down. A very quick 3 and out.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He gets free. He's to the 35. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he will go all the way. Incredible run. 98 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Fortunate that that was not worse for the offense. The pressure's on. They knock it out of the quarterback's hands. But only a safety instead of the defense getting a touchdown.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, Mike, you always have that clock in your head, but that clock has to speed up even quicker when you find yourself dropping in your own end zone. And fortunately for them, that fumble doesn't lead to a touchdown, but instead results in the 2-point safety.
And that is incomplete.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver. Call up Genki.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Eagles! He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been 1st and 10.
Great. Set. No touch.
Looks like a design run. Hurts has it. Loose past the 35. Inside the 10. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Eagles offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Hurts. Now he'll run. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles.
A first down throw for Hurts. He'll run again. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play up. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go. Go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. I fumbled the football. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense.
And he's into the end zone yet again. James Cook, touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
This will be returned from the 6. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case,
and he will score again. James Cook, touchdown, Philadelphia. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The ball's out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. First and goal. Here's Cook. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. James Cook, touchdown, Eagles. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles stretch things out even further. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They've had things go their way in this one, Greg, and that is in large part thanks to the running game.
And, you know, Mike, I've been pretty clear, and if you want to score in the NFL today, you have to be able to do it through the air. But certain games, when defenses just have no answer for your run game, there's no problem sticking with it. When you can have the production that they've had consistently throughout this entire ball game up to the point, I don't blame them for relying heavily on this run game because right now, the defense has no answer.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On first and 10, it's Cook. James Cook inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll run right here with Cook. And the Eagles are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're...
And he's got another one. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Oh, he coughs up the football. But a fortunate bounce, he got it right back. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Throwing to start the drive. Garcia. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Garcia. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45.
On the return, here comes Evans.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, 73.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones, 97 yards.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. On the return, here comes Evans. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in.
There he goes, right side. Calvin Johnson moving inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 98 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. 2nd and 14. Dancing to his left. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Garcia. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. They'll try and run with their fullback. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
A spin. Now another.
Now he gets free up the left sideline. He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back?
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
On the return, here comes Evans. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garcia to throw. Throwing to start the drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Garcia. Now the ball comes loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it is 42-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for this next.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Garcia. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Take it at the 37.
On the return, here comes Evans.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
James Cook,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
3 quarters have come and gone. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And he returns this to the 22.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Garcia. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Garcia.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Looking to throw. Garcia. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Missed.
It will not go down.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Hey, easy, 63, bang!
That one looks like he'll throw here. They've got his man complete.
Loose inside the 30. CeeDee Lamb.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because...
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
On the return, here comes Evans.
So here are the Eagles now, backed up to start their first drive.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
On his horse.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
James Cook
96 yards.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
And not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Here we go.
Laporta, the tight end, in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And right away, he lost the football. The big fella.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss.
Ready.
And again, they'll go. And it's a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. Evans, fast footwork. Pretty move. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 21-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Ready?
To the air is Rattler.
Flushed. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Nolan Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here's Rattler.
Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now 3rd down and very long. Now Rattler.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Let's take it inside his own 40. (21-0) our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Cook will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Throwing is Rattler. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Go now. Go.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Down. Ready, go. Ready.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes this 35-0 now. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally tried.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions now taking over late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Rattler wants to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Rattler.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Evans, fast footwork. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught by Lamb.
36 yards on the play.
That's good for an Eagles.
Cook is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Ready.
Palmer going in motion right.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Rattler.